Shit. I don't know why that's been in my mind. Oh, it's the Tom Joyner Morning Show. Does that still come on? Hey y'all, good morning. How you doing? And all that. Whatever you do, don't read the comments. Okay, let me tell y'all. I honestly thought that we had some good news with this funny thing. So I was gonna read the article that I had pulled up to talk about yesterday. Then where this come from? It's a second hearing, baby. Since it's the second hearing, I'm telling you, like I can almost bet your bottom dollar she going down. I'm promised. Like somebody already saying all kind of other stuff. Trinice, good morning, long time. Lady Ruth, good morning. How y'all doing? I need to turn my computers on. But my monitors and stuff. So, because it look like y'all can't see me that good. But anyway, this coffee is doing what it need to do. Oh, y'all, I went to bed late. I still got up early, did my thing. I was in the bathroom. My lips are hurting. I was in the bathroom calling myself doing that little. I saw a different way to do your lips for it to look, that look I've been trying to go for that what the other people be having. And you use, I kept thinking to myself like, dang, I should have did this on live. It'd have been hilarious. But you use eyeshadow, and I'm gonna tell you what it had looked like. I don't know if y'all had noticed the other day. I had done drink that red pop, and it was like all above my lip. That's what it looked like. I had drank a soda, and it just was kind of smeared all. It was just so funny. But anyway, my lips are hurting because I was using all this stuff to get it off. You think my ear? Yes, I had to put these on today. I had to put these on today. I got my little fake locks, going on. So I was like, I need to put these on. I don't even think I wore. I think I wore them one time during Black History Month. But it's Black History for me, 365. So I think I make history every day I wake up. Yeah. It's another story for me to tell. It's another story for my children to tell, my grandchildren to tell, for me to live. So it's 365 for me. Good morning, my life, my real. But anywho, hold on. So let me tell y'all. So this is what some of this funny situation, honey. Hold on. Let me let y'all listen to it. I hope I don't get copyright. Hold on. So I didn't know it was gonna be a second hearing, okay? But I will say, Fonny looked good in her red dress. I don't think this one was on backwards either.
Senate committee investigating misconduct allegations against Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis.
I'm sorry, y'all. Hit the wrong button.
A new court filing in the last 24 hours from a co-defendant in the Trump election interference case says a Cobb County prosecutor can testify in court that Nathan Wade's former law partner Terrence Bradley told her many important details in person about Fonnie Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade's relationship. The filing says Cindy Lee Yeager can testify that Willis and Wade met in 2019 and started dating at or around that time. It also says Bradley had personal knowledge about their relationship before November 2021, meaning they had started dating before Willis hired Wade. In the filing, Yeager says she saw Bradley's recent testimony last week saying he did not know when Willis and Wade's relationship started, and so she spoke up. That hearing is set for Wednesday and will be live streamed. This all comes as a judge decides whether to disqualify Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan.
So here we go. Somebody else want to tell. Oh Lord. We worried about somebody's little personal relationship. but he could grab punani's whenever he felt like it. Child, bye. What is wrong with the world? Hey, everybody. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Ain't but a handful of us in here this morning. But today is Amigo Day. Y'all know I was going to pull this up on StreamYard. And I'm like, look, I'm going to let everybody, I'm going to just drop the link. Y'all just get on here and be like, good morning. Good morning. That'd have been cute. That'd have been fun. Red, what's up? Good morning, you guys. Oh, hold on. Oh, we're not going to be on here real long today because I have a lot of work to do. Cancel. Like right now, I think I need to get up and put my news. Hold on, y'all. Thank you, people. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on, okay? Hold on real quick. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Good morning, Ladybug. Good morning. Okay. Something very pressing just came up, but it's okay. What else was it I was gonna report? Yesterday was Patty Betty's birthday, y'all. So we're gonna say happy birthday to her as a group today. What y'all got playing this morning? Oh, hold on. Okay. Shout out to Tiffany and Polly for getting me the information for the video where the man shouted me out. I watched his video last night. Yeah, it was hilarious. So I think I'm gonna put it on my community wall if y'all want to look at it. I don't know if many of you guys watched any of my Lester content. Remember, well, I know the members know who he is. We had listened to some stuff over there and talked about him, but I also had a regular video. And so anywho, somebody gave me a shout out. They was using my content, but I wasn't mad about that. He gave me a shout out. That's what you do. He showed some love. And but anyway, I laughed. He's funny. The dude is funny. He cute in his way. He is cute. Hey, Daphne. Hey. Y'all, I'm going to have to put the video up. I just thought about it. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. I made some avocado bread last night. I'm going to tell y'all this. The air fryer liners aren't the same as parchment paper, okay? The baking paper, no, it's not the same. Ooh, I'm just saying. But I stayed up and watched that guy's video. And I couldn't even believe I watched it. I'm like, I hadn't even watched that video, like my own video when I uploaded it. Because I didn't do any editing to it. Hold on. I'm trying to tell you, his name is like D-A, baddest blogger. But it's BLAWGER. He showed your girl some love on his channel. Oh man, I'm tired. Hopefully, I'm telling you, I'm going to Google. Let me tell y'all what happened. For real, for real. All right. I bought some. I was gonna do a video, but I didn't. I bought some ceviche. What day did I go? That was Saturday. Okay. So I bought some ceviche and I'm like, oh my gosh, like they sell this in a grocery store. Yeah, it was in the seafood department, made up. But it had those the embryo shrimp, them little bitty ones. But it was like, I was like, okay. So I was like, oh, I went ahead, I heated me up a tostada. So this was Sunday. And a tostada shell, and I put that on there. Because it's a place back at home because I have been having a taste for ceviche. And I was like, man, they got it in the grocery store. Let me say this. Maybe if your first language is English, please don't make ceviche, especially not at the grocery store. I don't know why they ain't get one of those amigas, or whatever to do it, but they need to stop. So today, for my Amigo Day, Taco Tuesday, I'm gonna try to Google and I'm gonna try to find some real ceviche, and that's what we're gonna have on our tostadas because I had bought some crema and all of that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I want to pull up. Oh, girl. Miss Tisa. I'm trying to pull it up, y'all. She was on, hold on. Lord have mercy. These people wake up early in the morning to do weird stuff. No, I'm not going to make the ceviche myself. I'll leave Daniel. But, no, I'm not going to make it myself. I'm just going to do, like, the ceviche I want to find. I want to buy it from somewhere. No, I'm not going to make it myself. Girl, I told you my first language is English. I remember seeing, I remember Dalvin them making it. But did he have an Espanol over there? Oh, man. Hi, Demolition. So, no, I'm not gonna make it myself, but I'm gonna do it on the shells. We're gonna have it together, but I wanted to, do some crema on it, put some cucumber on it. Yes, because that's how I had made it at home yesterday with the store-bought. I still have some. I should read to my girl, you can do it. I think just mentally knowing that, for me, I'm going to tell you, like, oh, these are raw shrimp. I think knowing that that's what I'm doing, I don't want to play. I want to make sure I do it right. And Tamika, that's the time. The time. Just like how some like greens, like if you had that little piece back here like that, Like it tastes better if it was made in if your arm like that. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna Google today to see if I can find it because I know two places back at home. Ooh, and that's exactly what it's like. They have a restaurant, but it's like the store also. Yeah. And that's what I really want though. That's what I really want today. I can't pull it. Okay, hold on. I might have to type it in. I didn't want to pull it up on YouTube though. Hold on. Let's see. Um, so, okay. Let me make sure I take the. But could you imagine, like, you coming on here on YouTube talking about something? Not YouTube, just your social media platform, and it get widely recognized the way it did. That the entire world heard what you said, and then if the entire world didn't hear it, like now you on TV, Good Morning America, and the Tamron Hall Show. Baby, look at B Love 2.0. B Love 2.0. Okay. Oh Lord. They must have came from Adrian channel. Good morning, y'all. Is it time consuming? Well, it is time consuming. Okay, right. No, I'm not. Cause I'll probably be done taking it. Be ready to eat it soon. This one didn't even have. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Hold on. I don't even think they use lime juice. You see the embryo shrimp? You see them? Yeah. I had put some. You know the Lips hot sauce tastes the best on like Mexican food. And so I had put some lips hot sauce, a little crema, cucumbers. I just still couldn't get it to taste right. Good morning, Polly. Good morning. Yes, that's why I was like them little itty bitty oh y'all my head. I went to sleep with this. And when I sweat, it make my head itch. Oh. Let me tell y'all, all I did was a treadmill for 30 minutes. I ain't gonna lie. That's all I did. Wow, these people are so weird. Okay, hold on.
That I did not put in there. I hit on it, but I did not go in depth. The part for me that I don't talk about because I don't want to, I guess I don't want to be that vulnerable. I don't want someone to make fun of it, is the fact that once I discovered that no, he's not a regional manager. He's not a VP of production or operations. He was just a regular employee. The dominoes started falling. And one of those dominoes was the realization that you did not have a business meeting when I had to go to the hospital. You simply were not there. So when I was texting you and I was terrified, I'm texting you that I'm in pre-op at Northside Hospital and I'm so scared because I just don't know what's going to happen. And David texted me back. There came a moment where once I discovered all the lies that I realized you really left me hanging when I needed you the most. And on so many levels, I can honestly sit here and tell you that is the one thing that I struggle to forgive because it's already hard. There was so much fear. Like I felt like, first of all, I felt like a failure because my body did not go to term.
Tell people for those of you who do not know, the pregnancy ended. You lost the baby.
So, again, I take myself back to when I discovered there was no David. So you were pretending to be someone else, texting me when I was in pre-op, telling you I'm scared, I love you, because I text all this, I love you, if anything happened, like, anyway, because it takes me back there. The one...
Yeah, her voice, I do like her voice. That's better than nothing. What did I say? Red said you gotta have lime and salt. Yes, that's how you make it, you know, like not really raw. I can listen to her all day, and especially at bedtime. Hold on. Oh, the treadmill. Okay, I'm like, what? Oh, right. Cause I do be feeling some type of way when all I do is just a treadmill. Like, girl, you came all the way just to do a treadmill. I was like, wow. Hold on, I want to pull up the whole show. But let me tell you something. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm getting out because I really don't want to talk about this right now. But what I was waiting to hear, or maybe I nodded off, because the interview that Legion did, I did fall asleep on it a couple of times, but I don't think the guy asked him about the pregnancy. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm confused about. If any of y'all watch it, can I please get some thumbs? Hey, Cooking With Unique, what's up? You made it to a live this morning, girl. I can listen to her all day, especially at bedtime. But she don't do anything else anymore, does she? That's all the doctor requires is 39 minutes a day of exercise, so you're doing great. I don't know, it's so funny. It's like, I still haven't gotten on the scale because for some reason, it's like my pants fit tighter, but I'm firm, and that's really what I want. I want to tone up, so I don't know. I'm just like, oh, am I just another one of these big people that just like work out? Because I totally understand. I have not changed my diet. I really haven't. I mean, I am a little more mindful, but I haven't like changed it altogether. But I feel like being aware of what I'm taking in is a step in the right direction. But I told y'all I'm gonna join Weight Watchers. Why did she send me that? Yes, I made good to be in the live. I be missing y'all. Oh, he did ask him Ruth. Dang, so I must have fell asleep on that. Well, evidently he must have didn't give a direct answer. He must not have gave a direct answer like everything else he answered. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wait a minute, Lady Ruth. That's right. He said it wasn't his baby. But this is what's confusing. If y'all don't recall, baby, that was another lie. I popped him in. I always think about UP when I be like pop. But baby, that's right. Because when the man questioned him, when he went to telling the story, because the man was like, why he didn't get out? He was like, we decided we was going to work on a relationship. And I'm like, wait a minute. They weren't married when she was pregnant. Did I ever think I don't think they weren't married. He said they never lived together anyway. So who was Miss Tisa with? He said bread. He told a story about this woman that came out of this. She was having an affair with some woman's husband. They lived in Charlotte. The woman called him. I want to make sure I get this story right. We probably listen to it. Shit. The woman called him and said, like, I'm on my way over there. You better get there. And so he left and went to the house too. By the time he made it there, the lady done drove all the way from Charlotte. All the way from Charlotte. All the way. And they get there at the same time. And he talked her down from going upstairs. Risa Tisa came downstairs with her robe on. And was like, it's not what it looked like. Let him say what lie so bad he was. Okay, Polly, you know what? Man, shout out to my other subscriber that sent me all that intermittent stuff. Because about fasting, I don't have it. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because I remember reading on it and I listened to a whole video about it. Shout out to you. That sent it to me. I remember. But I couldn't find the video in my IG anywhere. But I think I really want to try that. I think that might help me. But I don't want to do the one where you don't eat breakfast. And I haven't bought that Rise coffee, just in case anybody want to buy some for me. But I haven't bought that Rise coffee because I need something. Because okay, I don't eat that much, y'all. I'm just big. I don't eat much, and I don't even want to say that everything I eat is not healthy. Like last night, I had some avocado bread, avocado, egg, and some cheese, some beef neck bones, and some rice. Okay, now the rice, the carbs are not my friend, but I don't carb it out much. No, they were not married while she was pregnant. Exactly. But, child, fuck it. We finna listen to it. Hold on, y'all. Why did I hear that? Hold on. Let's continue working. Okay, boom. Yeah, I do need something about that intermittent fasting. I fast. I eat breakfast at 6 or 7 a.m. I eat dinner at 6 or 7 p.m. and drink water or coffee during the day. Do you just drink your coffee black or... Because whenever I do like a detox and like I don't drink or whatever, I think I need to do that too. So after this weekend, so starting Monday, I'm going to no alcohol. No alcohol for the rest of March. Yeah, nothing spectacular is coming up. No alcohol for the rest of March, starting Monday. 7 p.m. to 11 a.m. So see, me, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable not having breakfast because I know somebody else that was saying that day. And I was like, no, I can't do that. But I thought that was the black coffee only. I've been drinking it like, oh my goodness. I've been trying to almost train myself to like drink like just black coffee. But hold on. What? I'm hot. Okay, so I could do like 7 to 7. So yours like 11 to 7. 7 p.m. to 11 a.m. That's a long time. That's a long time. Let's see. Maybe I should do like 2 weeks, like 7 to 7, and then try to push it to 11. I gotta figure something out. No thanks. Skip. Okay, hold on.
What are you putting into this? Her car that she was driving at the time was trash. What happens if I lose my job? I get sick. I get this. I get that. You spend money every day. You step out the door.
He's telling the family that I stole his money.
I'm trying to be financially smart because you just go out and spending, and you only putting a quarter back.
She said, what do you need to know about Legion? She said, whatever he tells you, it is a lie.
Hold on, y'all. I need to put my thing up. Hold on. Let me go to YouTube. I hate when I'm not working on my own stuff. MeLissaB. Oh, excuse me.
Free tax
Oh, that's me. Hold on. Copy. Come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. All right. You pick the times that work for you as long as you have 16 hours. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of hours. 16 hours? Girl, they only give me 8 hours. Ooh. Do y'all take something to like flush your system or something during those 16 hours? Child, hold on.
That's not it. And she did it for likes.
I thought I knew, but I truly had no idea who the fuck I married.
Okay.
Thoughts, views, and opinions expressed in this video do not reflect upon the host. This is a direct reflection of Jerome McCoy, aka Legion's point of view.
Hold on, but real quick, Polly, what you can do, it's in my description box. Like I think, like in my live, like you can go and copy it from there if you want. But I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you though.
From the time of this video, any physical evidence to confirm or deny Reesa Teesa's story has yet to be disclosed. Jerome was interviewed several times as new information was released. Today's a very special day. I'm here with a guy who, over the last week, has grown extremely popular on social media, but not for a very favorable reason.
I'm going to go in order from the time we met until the time I got our divorce decree in the mail.
Hi, my name is Jerome McCoy. Y'all been saying Legion or what name that Teresa decided to give me, whatever. I'm only here, honestly, because I didn't see the stories until like part 20, and a good friend hit me up and was like, hey, it's your ex-wife, and she on here, she bashing you or whatnot. And I didn't know nothing about it. I literally still haven't watched a lot of it. I just paid attention to like the footnotes. Somebody like watched the whole thing and gave me like a microcosm of what she was saying.
Remember that. He didn't watch it. Somebody basically, whatever the word he said, but gave him a little synopsis of it, okay?
Because they knew it wasn't true. And then I honestly wasn't going to respond. Nobody said anything to me. Only when I got family members getting harassed, my godmom at work and people coming up to her, and then my niece couldn't go to school because of it. Got another niece that had to move out of Atlanta, and she came back home, her mom, because of all this. So for me, when I heard about it, I was going to ignore it, still ignore it, because it didn't bother me. But then I heard the unfortunate story about the gentleman with the same name, his house being vandalized, and then people harassing him, and then another gentleman with the same name. I think that I'm not mistaken. I think somebody I wrote they took a shot at him. So
did y'all hear this? He said somebody. The reason why he's coming for this, okay, he tells so many reasons, but I didn't even pay this any attention. Somebody with his same name was shot at, and another person with his same name, house was vandalized. But they didn't ever find you. Baby, it's crazy because a lot of answers are coming forward now. That's the thing. Timmy, hey. That's the thing. That's what's funny. And for people, the people that be like, oh, I don't believe her. I'm like, well, the police records are there. Now, I only had looked at the Clayton County ones, okay? Now, that's there. Remember the other girl? That's there. Baby. Oh my goodness. But anywho, that's why I was like, okay, but now he said that the other wife had a mental problem.
for that reason, I said, all right, let me come put a stop to some of this. Some of the people I went to school with, good friends of mine, got been getting harassed. And I got friends of mine getting harassed. I got my brother, he had to make a statement for his job. And even I had to go to the workplace and make a statement and find out what was going on and then get legally covered before I jump on camera, start talking loose like some people doing. A lot of things had to come in place for me to jump on here. And then the funny part in between that, I see ex-girlfriends that I ain't talked to in forever, ex-wife that and it's crazy because I'm like, what?
When he told me this, I was in the kitchen laughing.
Allegedly, your ex-wife came out and did a 50-part series on TikTok about what transpired in y'all's relationship and all the horror stories and all these things that she felt like, she needed to come out and say. First things first, I just wanted to ask, explain the conditions and how you guys met, about the studio apartment, the money situation and the job.
I met her. I was doing a work thing. And after work, everybody wanted to get together to eat. I mean, we had like one of the most stressful weeks at my job that we could possibly have. So we all was like Cheesecake Factory. You in Atlanta, you know anything about Atlanta? Everybody go Cheesecake Factory.
How did y'all meet? Come on.
Don't eat there too much, you're gonna get fat. But I mean, it's a good place to eat. We all went there to eat. Honestly, I was there. She was there with two of her roommates. We met. She seemed honestly like a really nice girl, nice lady, honestly, very funny, really smart. We exchanged numbers and we decided to meet back there a week later. The next week, I actually could not meet her back there because, again, I had work. Then the week after that, she called me up. We was like, Cheesecake Factory, cool. So I was on my way to meet her there. She called me on the phone, said that she had a problem with her tire. Asked her what was going on. She said she had a piece of metal in it or something. She put some air in it and was on the way.
I don't understand. What would be the point in Risa saying, why did she say they met on the dating site? You get what I'm saying? Why did she say that? Why would that be a lie for her to tell? Why couldn't she say, I met him at the Cheesecake Factory? So he's saying they met at the Cheesecake Factory and then the date that they had was at the Cheesecake Factory and that she was with her roommates. I thought they met on... Right, Daphne? Timmy talk what, y'all? Okay, Tommy? Hey, Kimmy? Child.
And was going to meet me. Then she called me like 20 minutes later and said she couldn't do it. She couldn't meet me because of the tire and she needed help.
I heard a boom and I lost control of my car. Did not crash, but my tire blew out. I said, I got to get this fixed. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm a damsel in distress kind of thing.
No, she didn't have roadside assistance or anything like that. So I was like, all right, cool. And I was just going to go and be done with it. But something in me said, hey, don't leave a woman on the side of the road. Like, my dad was real big on, you can help. So I was like, all right, cool. Tell me where you at. Send me your location. Boom, she sent me a location. Long story short, I went, helped her get her tire fixed. Went to a tire place guy I know, know and love. He fixed the tire. Really didn't charge me much of anything. I paid for the tire. And we ended up going to dinner after that. We talked, hit it off. We ended up spending almost 24 hours together just talking. Really. She interests me because she is like highly intelligent. Teresa, not stupid by any means. So that's how I got started, honestly. She was very open, and I was very open about what was going on with me, which was nothing but
you weren't
way too much at that time.
He was open with what was going on with him, but it wasn't nothing. Nothing was going on with him though, but he was open about it. I can't. Later to my that's what she said on the dating site. I told you he lied so bad this interview, and you could tell he was lying because I'm like, why is he telling all of this just for this simple question? She never mentioned having roommates, right? Child, this is too much.
As anybody, you just trying to make money. Back then, my motivation was I just want to make as much money as possible. I had nothing to tie me into anything other than just, get some money.
We both had established we were dating for marriage. It was a good vibe. We sat in his car and he played this song for me by John Legend. John Legend was talking about, I think I met my wife tonight. And I thought it was a sign. So I was like, oh my God.
Me and my signs.
How I got started. After a couple of weeks of talking on the phone, dating, again, she grew on me as any relationship you like somebody. She came to the studio apartment a couple times. I had been to her house a couple of times. Now, friends of mine that I work with, we talked about her and they advised me, hey, this Atlanta, be careful because you're making this money, you're doing your thing, you don't want to end up just in a situation where you end up paying for stuff and doing stuff. I was raised where, man, you try to take care of your woman the best you can do. I mean, I'm a car guy, I love cars. So for me, if she had a problem with her car, I help her. And over the coming weeks, she had a lot of problems with the Nissan Rogue she was driving, so I help out. I wasn't going to have her. I even drove her car to work a couple of days just to get some stuff fixed on it because I know guys that work on cars and I know a lot. So just to get that situation in a better position, then...
Listen. Okay, I want y'all to remember. I just caught this. He said that in the beginning, he drove her car, the Nissan Rogue, to work. Now, just remember that because later he's going to say that he didn't stay with her. So you mean to tell me he drove all the way from Duluth? Because he worked 5 minutes from his job. He said he lived in Duluth, but then didn't know where the job was at. But he drove all the way from Duluth to Riverdale to get her car to drive it to work that's 5 minutes away because his house 2 hours away. Child, hold on. Good morning, Joanne. It's been a minute. That's what he believed his own life, right? He remembered so much. I knew he was like, I love Brittany. Oh, he was doing too much.
The relationship grew. And then the pandemic hit.
But everything was going great. The issue was, where are we going to quarantine? When he came to my house, I had a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome. He was in a studio. I was like, he kept telling me, like, this is temporary because I'm looking for a house. Like, he showed me the email from a woman who worked at the company. She was putting him in contact with a realtor to help him find a townhome or a single family house.
So the apartment is just the apartment I lived in during the week doing work. I lived other side of Atlanta. So for me, going to the house, this was 5 minutes versus driving an hour and 10 minutes with traffic to my house.
So you already had a house?
Yeah.
So that wasn't mentioned in the story. I don't know if you know that, but...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she said that all you had was the studio apartment. So you had a house and a studio apartment.
Yep, stayed in the studio apartment through the week because traffic in Atlanta is horrible and trying to get home and get back and wearing out. I'm wearing myself out in the afternoon getting off work And I'm in the car for 2 hours. We're in a studio apartment, 15 minutes. She lived in Riverdale.
Drinking.
Okay, I guess he was saying total, the house. I'm just trying to figure out then, why didn't they ever move into his house? Why did he move in with her? But he said he ain't never moved in with her, so I don't know.
Douglasville.
Wait a minute.
But
She was putting him in contact with a realtor to help him find a townhome or a single family house.
So the apartment is just the apartment I lived in during the week.
I went too far
I
back.
lived other side of Atlanta, so for me going to the house, this was 5 minutes versus driving an hour and 10 minutes with traffic to my house.
So you already had a house?
Yeah.
So that wasn't mentioned in the story. I don't know if you know that, but
Yeah, I know.
yeah, she said that all you had was the studio apartment. So you had a house and a studio apartment.
Yep, stayed in the studio apartment through the week because traffic in Atlanta is horrible and trying to get home and get back and wearing out. I'm wearing myself out in the afternoon getting off work.
Let me ask y'all this question. If anybody's familiar with Atlanta, in the area that he's talking about, he must have lived in the parking lot of his job to get there in 5 minutes. You can actually really be like 5 minutes. It's going to take you about 20, 25. He got in his car and drove to his job in 5 minutes. He had to have lived in the parking lot. Child, he started with as if he had a house. Can't tell everyone know he's not himself. Of course. Yes, Paula, they kept talking about his facial expression.
I'm in the car for 2 hours. We're in a studio apartment, 15 minutes. She lived in Riverdale. I actually lived in Douglasville, but the job was in what is that?
Why he don't know where he worked? He stayed 5 minutes from his job. He lived in a studio apartment. It's a studio apartment 5 minutes from his job. Why he don't know where he lived? Why did he know where he worked? He lived 5 minutes from the job. He don't know where the job is. Hold on now. Okay. Everybody want to listen to this again. That was the 9:30 timestamp. Okay, listen.
Afternoon getting off work, and I'm in the car for 2 hours. We're in a studio apartment, 15 minutes. She lived in Riverdale. I actually lived in Douglasville, but the job was in what is that? Like Duluth area. So if you look on the map, Duluth and Douglasville is far, and Clayton County, Riverdale is farther. So it was easier for me to get this studio apartment, be there during the week, because I would be at work sometimes at 8 o'clock, and then having to drive home, get up, make that drive, this studio apartment. And a couple people that work with me, we all did the same thing. We all rented out of this building because it was easier for a lot of us.
I did not realize inviting him to my home.
I'm bad laughing, not even knowing she'll be in one of these lies too.
She's a keeper. She got this.
I think she doing some embellishing. She could be stretching it, but
yeah, let me
yeah, but
what I need to do to quarantine.
well, Riverdale, it's not. It's Clayton County. It's not the best. I've taken y'all to Riverdale plenty of
During the
times.
pandemic, like we're Zooming and we FaceTime. I got her into using Apple products, iPhone, and we FaceTime. During the pandemic, she worked from home. I still had to get up and go to work. And because people at my job were coming down with COVID left and right, I didn't think it was a good idea for us to physically see each other because COVID in Atlanta was horrible. The city was...
Atlanta had COVID real bad. They both trolling us. You think so, Daphne? Child, the lies he tell, baby, this is hilarious. So they didn't quarantine together. So this is story. They didn't quarantine together. They just FaceTime during COVID. Okay.
shut down. I'm not an essential worker, so our job had to apply for us to be able to be out in the morning. So I would have to get up in the morning time, go to work, and come home. I don't want to be around somebody, and I'm around people all day long that've been out in the community moving around. So if I got sick, I'm gonna get her sick. So during the pandemic, when she said that we
only got 25
we were
minutes left,
together, yeah, we were talking, boyfriend and girlfriend, but we were not in the same house together. It was almost 5.5 months that I didn't physically see her. I saw her like I'm seeing you. I didn't spend any time in that house with her because I didn't want to get her sick if I got sick.
So y'all weren't quarantined together then?
No.
I didn't want to quarantine by myself. So he moved in. We talked about the bills. Let me clear something.
How she got
up that I said in
pregnant?
the other video where I said he paid all the bills. He paid all the household bills. He did not pay my car payment, my cell phone, or my car insurance.
Oh, well, he said it was
paid
his
the
baby.
rent because my rent at the time was less than $1,000.
Baby, him and Adrian.
He's a regional manager.
Lawyers, like, they don't do good with each other.
Wow, okay, so you got
Like, two lawyers.
So when you first met her, do you feel like it started off about money?
No, absolutely not.
I was gonna say, because like when you were talking about the job and everything like that, it was just casual conversation. It wasn't like, hey, look,
I just want to get to
I
the
got all
school
these big
part,
things coming up,
and then we gonna get
this
off.
is what my situation is now, but this is what it's gonna be. You don't think that
I have to
like
start working
none
now.
of that played into y'all's relationship at first?
No, I mean, I told her in the beginning my job was demanding at times, and it was.
Child, she just won't have somebody to talk
charity work on
about.
top of it. And it was something that I wanted to do. My grandfather used to do it, and he got me into it. A guy that two gentlemen that are not my brothers, but I call them my brothers.
My brother and
A
sister.
long time ago, both of them like just looked out for me, and because when my father died, they just stepped in like father figures, but they're like big brothers to me, and they did some of the same charity work. So I just wanted to lend a hand and help them help people, and it's just something good to do. Ain't nothing better than helping people who need it.
I am not, this is where it's not going to make me look good, but it's the truth. It was intoxicating to not have to worry financially about how to pay the bills. It was a wonderful feeling. And so I kind of pushed to the side the fact that, yeah, you shacking up, because it's like, but your paycheck, you don't have to worry right now. Like, he's taking care of all of April's bills before April even comes, because this was still March. And then we have a conversation about house.
Was there a turning point in this situation? Like, was there a certain point where you were like, okay, I'm noticing she's starting to be on edge about stuff?
I told her in the beginning pretty much everything about me, and I told her there's certain things I wasn't going to discuss with her because I felt like, as a girlfriend, not your business. How much money I make, not your business. My exact finances, not your business. She knew for a fact I had money because, again, I bought dinner, I did everything. The first time we went out, yeah, she paid for hers, I paid for mine. After that, she didn't buy another meal.
For the whole time y'all were dating?
Yeah, no, never again. Never paid for food again. Never.
How did she get food during the pandemic? Because for 5 months, it don't look like Tisa missed no meals for 5 months now. How was she getting food for 5 months? Because all they did was FaceTime. Hey, K Butler. She is usually a little on point. Candy K. Candy. What did Teresa do to her? Got some attention. Yeah, got some attention. Hey, wife and mommy. Happy Tuesday. Happy Amigo Day.
And that's fine because kind of guy I am essentially. If I ask you on a date, obviously I'm paying. That's how I feel. I know somebody gonna be like, no, man, I'm cutting it down the middle. No, honestly, if I ask you out, then I have full intention of I'm taking care of dinner. One of the reasons I did pay for everything other than that is she had told me about her job, her financial situation with student loans. she was very open because she told me about the Nissan Rogue that she was driving. She actually showed me the loan paperwork. And I read over it, and I saw that, you know, she was paying a very high interest rate on a truck that really wasn't worth it. I mean, she was paying 3 times what the truck was worth. Not to mention paying student loans, getting up, going to work every day. And actually, like, some of the supplies for her job, she was buying herself.
This is when he showed me a letter from Chase with the Chase logo at the top, stating that he had been
Man, come on. I got to get to this part.
For a $750,000 mortgage or a $750,000 house. So he was like, we can't go over $750,000. And I said, I remember asking him,
wow,
can you afford the mortgage on a $750,000 house? Because I know I can. This is when he explains to me, I told you how I played arena football. I invested my money really well.
You know, what was going on with the housing situation? With the cash offer? Like, what was the proof of funds?
I told her she wanted, because like I said, she knew about my house and then hers. She wanted to, and this is after we got married.
And again, this is April 2020. This is before we got married. So at the time, he was my boyfriend. His whole attitude was, you know, you're going to be my wife, happy life. And the home was listed, I believe, roughly 400 and something thousand. He's telling me he put an offer in. I need to clarify some things he told me and the things that I actually saw.
She wanted to get a house that we both could live in together. I told her,
love is blind.
We looked at her credit, we looked at mine. When we looked at her credit, it wasn't good. So I talked to a financial advisor I know, and my brother, Miguel. He's not my blood brother, but he, you know, like I told you, he gave me some good advice. He said, listen, bro, you want to go into a house with this woman, I'm advising you not to do it, but if you're going to do it, she don't have the capital, so what you're going to have to do is it's going to be you. So if you put her on the loan, you're going to pay more. So you might as well just put yourself on there and take care of everything. You can put her name on the house as just someone living there.
When you get a mortgage, when do you put on there, like, if somebody living there? When do that matter? Who going to live in your house when you get your... Maybe this is a different bank.
So when we talked about it, she agreed to it. But we were still into this marriage. And I told her I'm not comfortable with buying a house with you just yet. I'll sublease my house out. And
He's going to sublease his house that he owns. He's going to sublease his house that he owns. Okay.
You know, somewhere, or you can do something different. We can figure something out. What she didn't do, and this was the first red flag for me, is she signed a 2-year lease at that house in Riverdale, and she didn't tell me anything about it. The only way I found out about it because I asked her, because it was coming close to the time to renew the lease.
But they moved while they was together.
Lease. Why would you do that?
In October, we looked at another house. This house was in Marietta.
Oh, no, I don't think they moved while they was together.
It was gorgeous. I want to say that the house was about $700,000.
Yeah, all the wrong reasons.
I could see myself living there. I could see myself cooking
This house he
there.
owns is located in his imagination. Exactly.
So, subsequently, my ex-husband put in an all-cash offer on that house. I watched him put an all-cash offer in on the house.
So at that point, for me, like I told her, my house, I'm not getting rid of that,
Polly.
Because for me, I just didn't want to, honestly. No side story. I just didn't want to.
So if you do want to get rid of your house that you own, why wouldn't y'all move into it? If his thing was, I want her, we need to be financially straight, right? We need to be financially stable. And oh my God, we need to be financially stable. So why not move into a home that you already paying mortgage on? Because he wanted her to get her credit right.
I
Hey,
went to her
Chloe.
like, well, we can live out here. She got an aunt that was living in like Dallas, Georgia, and I'm like, we'll be closer to her if you want to go out there and see your little cousin or your grandfather or something like that. So we left the situation up in the air. All this looking at houses, she went and looked at a couple of houses. I looked at 2 houses where her. I liked both of them. Both prices were a little needed to be negotiated, but at the time, they wanted to give her promotion at GSP, and I'm like, why don't you just take the promotion? Because then you can start paying down some of the student loan. I'll help you do that. Let's get your credit up here so that we can go into this house together. Because if I go into it by myself, I don't have a problem doing that, but we got to clean your credit up because we're married. That means your credit is my credit. So let's get that cleaned up.
They weren't married when they went looking for these houses, remember?
He wanted to push to get out of that house. And I said, if you want to get out of the house, we can move in up here.
Okay.
Where I'm at. But again, buying a house, your credit's not high. It just didn't make sense. Let's get your debt down. Anybody buying a house, you know this. Your credit bad, you ain't buying no house.
Why? How did he just skip over? You can move up here. Why she can't live in that house? Oh, child. Let me stop.
Your credit good and the person's credit not so good, you're going to pay more because the person on the loan's credit isn't stellar. And I was trying to help her get that together.
As far as the loan, what
Georgia State Patrol.
For these high houses for $700,000, $600,000 if she didn't have no credit for that?
I didn't tell her to look for a $600,000, $700,000 house. That's a question for her. I don't know. I told her I don't care who you are in Atlanta. The house that I lived in Douglasville, I got at an auction, and I only paid $125,000 for a house that's probably around $210,000, $230,000 house. So $600,000 house. I'm like, I'm not going in with that and your credit like this because we're gonna be paying forever, or I'm gonna be paying forever.
But what I'm trying to figure out, so was the Chase loan, like the approval of the $700,000, was that a real thing?
I never went to my bank and needed to get approved for a loan.
I think the part that was just kind of unclear is that the money was there though. You're saying like the proof of fund, like when you were gonna pay for the house in cash, was that even a thing?
I wasn't gonna pay for it in cash. I was gonna go ahead and get a loan and finance the house. I wasn't about to go spend $750,000 over $600,500. No one I knew, because honestly, I had told her before the budget for finding the house, we don't need to be over $340,000. She started looking at houses that high.
Was the proof of funds ever an issue?
No. Because I never gave it to the realtor because all we did was look at houses and I didn't commit to anything because, again, I told them solely we're just looking right now. And the 2 realtors that we dealt with, they understood that and they were fine. There was a guy and another lady that she kept dealing with outside of me knowing, and then she take me to a house, they showed me, and then they wanted all this financial information. And I was like, we haven't discussed this yet.
Because right then you were just looking.
Yeah, because you wake me up on a Saturday and say, I got an appointment at 12:30. I'm going to go look at this house. And I'm meeting these realtors and they telling me, oh, your wife contacted us and they, this, that, and the third. And I said, again, we're not committing to anything yet. And they understood that because I said, right now, her credit is here, mine is here. Like I said earlier, I got to get her here. So
I thought he just was going to get the mortgage in just his name anyway. He rambled for 2 hours and everything she said was a lie to him. No accountability, nothing. She was looking for a come up and she found a clown. I wouldn't even feel comfortable buying a house with someone I just met. We would have to be together at least 3 years. This is the thing. That's how I felt. But in her defense, she low-key did admit that earlier. Like we heard her say, she was like, she wasn't used to she wasn't used to a nigga seeing about her. She ain't never had a man pay all her bills, so she was like, he the one. I don't care what he do. I'm good. I'm sitting pretty. That's why I'm trying to figure out if he was paying all her bills, household bills, but he was never living there. But he paid all these bills. But he was saying that she needed a promotion to pay down her student debt. Well, she was paying her rent at her townhome. She was paying her household bills before he came along. So that would have freed up money to pay these student loans off. And wait a minute. Let me tell y'all this about these student loans. You ain't really have to pay them during the pandemic, remember? Remember? Yeah. And about a year after, I know. Yeah, she was a little bummed. And that was the thing. It's like something she wasn't used to. So she kept turning a blind eye. Okay? That do make us look stupid. But it do, and like she said, she just caught up in the rapture.
When we go into this house, because if I go into the house and I'm buying it myself, can you really say it's your house? You got to help me here.
When something didn't sit right, I would verbally record it in the audio diary because I was like, I don't know what it is, but there's something.
You said she had access to the account. She said the only thing that she saw was screenshots of like the account.
She had access to the 2 accounts I let her know about. I had 5 altogether, but she had access to them.
Adrian,
she had access to those 2 accounts.
Them 5
I
accounts.
put money into those accounts. Paycheck, and then I bled money in if needed be. She was able to go to the bank, buy what she wanted when she wanted to buy it.
He came to me a few days after we started our first counseling session, and he was like, we should get a joint bank account. So now he's suggesting, like, we're married now, let's go ahead and get a joint account. I wasn't necessarily against it because I knew that I would still have my own account. I would still have my own savings. So what I countered with was, okay, let's take a look and see what we're working with. Show me your checking. Let's look at each other's accounts.
Back when I first became owner of Midmo,
I need to pay for the YouTube Prime. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
His checking account. His checking account available balance was just over $9,600. Mine was just over $1,500. So there was a huge disparity in the amounts. I logged into.
Why she ain't had no money though? I just thought about that. Why she ain't had no money in the bank? Oh, she was running up checks, wasn't she? She should have had way more than $1,500 in her bank if she ain't paying no bills. If all she's paying is her car note and her car insurance. Okay, Risa, that just hit me. She have $1,500 in the bank. Why she ain't no money in the bank? And this man paying your bills. That's what you said.
Logged into.
Yeah, YouTube Prime. Hey, Texas.
Logged into his Chase savings.
What is it called?
Towards me. In the Chase savings, it was roughly about $15,000. But I also knew that he told me he had a U.S. bank savings and he had an offshore savings. So at this point in time, I asked him, show me the U.S. bank savings, show me the other 2 accounts. And so he kept saying, he was like, there's a lot of money in there. And he was like, and my uncle always told me, just keep your money tight because women can be, I said, women, like, we're married.
So the family relationship thing is another thing that was big. She mentioned, getting up every morning, talking to your brother. From her conversation she had with your family, it was like seeming as if these people didn't have any contact with you. So who was on the phone?
We're at the point where I've spoken to the
female
cousin, and she gave me the phone number for the older.
Hey, Brenda.
For the purposes of this video, we're gonna call him Chris. Chris was very nice. I called him. He was gracious. He was willing to answer whatever questions I had. And what he said to me was, he said, my brother has always been a liar. He's always been a liar. I explained to him about the phone calls. The fact that Legion would be on the phone for 35 minutes, laughing, talking to Chris, relaying messages from Chris to me, and relaying messages from me to Chris. Without missing a beat, Chris says he was never talking to me.
Like I told you, beginning, 2 gentlemen that looked out for my mom and dad passed away and became brothers to me.
Hey, Olander.
Which is Elgin and Miguel. These are the guys that I would talk to in the morning time.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, y'all. I never really thought that he was talking to a fake person. I didn't believe he was that crazy. I was like, he had to be on the phone with somebody. He had to be on the phone with somebody. So it was his friends that he called his brother. Okay? Now, I want y'all to remember that when she was telling the story about his brother, she gave him the name Chris. Risa Tisa gave him the name Chris to not put the real name out, okay? YouTube Premium, that's it. I'm talking about YouTube Prime. But cancel because that be okay. I do miss it though. You so funny. Alicia, I picked that up too, that she was bad with money. Oh, wait. Alicia, I think she was bad with money for her not having a good savings and bad credit, because if she upside down and low, her credit had to be low. Yeah, but this was like, it just hit me when she said her checking account was $1,500. And I'm like, and this was at the point that because they was married, remember, they was finna do a joint account. So that means if he had been paying her bills, and I'm not saying she's lying. What I'm saying is, if he had been paying her bills all that time from the time they met, you ain't staying in for.
My brother Elgin is, he's not, like I said, he's not my blood brother. But he's a pastor. In the morning time,
He's a pastor, I call
I
him.
love to get my day started. He give me a word of encouragement. He do to everybody's congregation. Just give you something to get your day started. And he would call me in the morning just to help me get my day started. And I needed that. I was working my butt off back then. And if he didn't do that, then I don't know. Like I said, he cared enough to call, reach out. This man was busy every day.
But he wasn't too busy to talk to him every morning.
And he just a hell of a pastor. But at the same time, again, not my blood brother, but he is my brother. And definitely somebody who, if I was ever going through anything, even to this day, reach out and same thing. Pray with me all the time and make sure I'm good. And not scared to tell me, hey, bro, you wrong. He gave me marital advice, life advice, spiritual advice, and has been a real brother to me. Him and his brother Miguel.
Yeah, what did she say?
You know, brothers. They're not my blood brothers, but
hey, Cheyenne. Child, I be coming up with words, but I knew everybody knew what I was talking about. In YouTube Prime. The way she talk about high-end things let me know she was living above her means. Maybe she wasn't buying good wigs, though. Right, BJ? Good morning.
If you can understand what I'm saying.
Let me be very clear with the statement I'm getting ready to make.
Be clear, dear.
I reached out to every person I know who apparently has had some form of relationship with him. Either he said that they were friends, they talked on the phone, he said they hung out. The brother in Baltimore, I was told, had been to the house while I was at work. Brother in Baltimore said, no, that never happened. I've never been to your house.
So she was hearing people on the phone, because she was saying she didn't hear nobody, you know.
Well, it ain't no secret that neither cared for her too funny. But they accepted her because I did, because I loved her. So they accepted her, but neither really wanted a lot to do with her.
This is the quickest way to clear up.
Child, hold on. Somebody said, I'm torn. I truly don't know who to believe. They both crazy. They both trolling. She was spending money on herself. Baby, she did think she have a gold mine, because y'all got to remember. She did say this too. He told her, it was like, I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you think? Because he played arena ball, and she didn't understand, baby, that arena ball players. And he said he sat on the bench. Into who? He not finna be buying 3 homes. Roots about her wigs were good. Y'all so funny about that YouTube Prime.
So I mean, I'm not, my brothers are good dudes. Honestly, when I was younger, like I said, they looked out for me. I wouldn't have went to college if it wasn't for those two. More so
Right,
than my
Alicia.
parents. Not bad. My parents loved me every day, and they were never instrumental in me going to school. But these two shot me and cursed throughout college. Don't quit. Keep studying. You did your homework. What's up? Don't be in the club at nighttime. You go to the club, I'm gonna come kick your and would literally show up ready to beat the hell out of me if I got outside of doing what I'm supposed to do.
I think the issue with his knee was a symptom. That was not some football injury. That was not, I hit it at work. It wasn't that. Something else was going on. I had kept asking him to, let me know when you have a doctor's appointment. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with you. And he just kept saying the doctor, he's calling the doctor, and the doctor told him to just keep icing the knee. But I knew better.
What was wrong with your knee?
Nothing. Never happened.
So you never had a knee injury? Was never...
Nope.
Wow. Did you have any incident at work at all that would cause that lie? I'm trying to figure out where that would even stem from.
No, nothing.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, right, Alicia. She said her rent was under $1,000. Well, then where she? Well, she said Riverdale, but she had a 3-bed. No, that ain't right. I do believe he was lying though. He denied everything. Like nothing she said was true. That's very unlikely. Very unlikely. The only thing he did was try to gas himself up. Right? That's the only thing he did was like gas himself up with his finances. Like, oh yeah, the only thing I did was didn't disclose my finances. That's the only thing I did. Good morning, Down D. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hold on. Okay, so this knee injury thing is hilarious. I do have to get up again because y'all, I am actually working also, okay? I had to start at 9. Hold on.
The only thing even close to that is, we got a little snow in Atlanta, and I slipped and bruised my elbow. Not no knee, nothing, limping, nothing. I walk just fine. My girlfriend will tell you that. I don't never had an injury with knees at all.
Once again, I'm gonna say this. Forget the fact that we know this man because of the Risa Tisa story. Forget that, okay? It's just listen to him. Forget the backstory, okay? Listen to him. He contradicts himself the whole video. He said he's never, the girlfriend now can attest to the fact that he's never had a problem with his knee. And later we gonna hear him say that she was right there by his side when he had surgery. Oh, Lord Jesus, help me.
Until I was in a car accident, and that was after her and I were divorced.
She had mentioned about the knee because...
But see, why he say never, and then he goes, see? He was being very secretive.
She was saying maybe it had stemmed from football, and then she had mentioned that, hey, the football career, was never a thing. Like, she could never find any, trace of that type of
Y'all
stuff.
brace yourself.
Is that, were you in the Arena League, or what did you tell her? Because, it was stories about NFL, Arena League. What league were you in?
Went to college, played, and then I went to college a little late because my parents didn't have the money. So I got a partial, went out to San Diego, arena football for a couple of years, and then I just got a real job. That's it, basically. As simple as that. It was wasn't nothing stellar.
He had money from arena ball. He was only in arena ball for a couple of years.
Did she look for it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But like I said, it wasn't nothing to write home about. I did more getting a, like, not saying, and I don't want to talk about like football players like not a real job, because it is a real job, but I think I did more after that part of my life than I ever did, you know.
So you said you went to school in San Diego. You lived in California. That was true.
Yeah, I was there for
Right,
school.
Paula.
Okay, because she said she said she did some background research, and you know that never popped up that you lived there.
That school, they don't give you any student information. The reason they don't, I think it's 2003. Somebody went looking for somebody at the college, and they weren't there, but they gave information for the person, and the person ended up getting killed.
Okay. When people play football, he played football. The roster it's online. That's public. You mean to tell me that people, y'all, they was outside playing football and nobody was watching them? Okay, and it was 2003. Okay, well, let me listen. I just thought about that. Is he saying that it was 2003 when she was looking for the information? He was in college in 2003 playing ball. He said he went late. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me listen to that statement one more time. Hold on. I got to listen to that. Hold on. So I'm at 3149. Okay, hold on. Let me listen to what he said.
You know.
So you said you went to school in San Diego. You lived in California. That was true.
Yeah, I was there for school.
Okay, because she said she did some background research, and you know that never popped up that you lived there.
That school, they don't give you any student information. The reason they don't, I think it's 2003. Somebody went looking for somebody at the college, and they weren't there, but they gave information for the person, and the person ended up getting killed. So their student policy is very strict. And we were told about that before I graduated. Student policy was changed, and it's very, very strict. If you are not alum, they're not gonna. It's just their student policy is to keep everybody safe, keep people from not having shootings on campus. San Diego State is a place where they push your education. They may not be big on sports all the time, but they want you to grow, progress. And everybody I know, I went to school with out there, Jennifer, Henry, my friends, so we all have done well because of what they taught us there. But San Diego State, yeah, but everybody I went to college with, yeah, they the funny part about this story, I heard more from them, like, because a lot of them at the time, like, hey, I told you not to marry that girl.
Anyone with 10,000.
I knew that was gonna happen when I did this. I knew that was gonna happen. Were they even together? Because they had two different stories, baby. I don't know. Is this Legion?
But she knew about it. She saw highlights, student pictures, me on all kind of stuff. But again, anything like Teresa's thing is anything to defame me, anything to make me look horrible. Yeah, I mean, I think she took everybody for a ride because she got paid from TikTok. She got Cashapp from people.
He mad.
Who sent her money. People sent her on trips, all this other stuff. And now this other woman has come out and come forward and talk about.
Stop deflecting.
This story, and people have reached out and spoke to me.
He asked you about this football career, sir. Why is you over here talking about MeLissaB? Now talking about the ex.
And now they find out she lied. Now, you know, again, she'll probably make a video after this video and say, oh, he lied again. That's fine, too. The only reason, like I said in the beginning of this video, I came here, I want people to leave my family alone. People I love alone.
So the only reason that is like a big part of the story is because she said that you mentioned you were able to save up a lot of money from the arena football.
I'm so
glad. You were able to start your life. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I rode the bench proudly for that paycheck and was able to finish paying for a little bit I owed for school. I was able to buy a very nice car, very nice house, and start my life off great. I mean, when you don't try to spend your money, like, you be amazed. Like, man, I used to shop for groceries in a dollar store out in California, like the Dollar Tree. Like, I used to go there. I would go to, like, Save a Lot. I would do whatever I need to do to save that money, because any day in arena football might be your last day.
He was at Save a Lot, y'all. Sinner, good morning.
And it's not the same. Contract's not set up the same. None of that. So, again, I did the smart thing and saving money. And these two gentlemen I told you about before, save your money, save your money, save your money. And they were very instrumental in telling me that. My father was still alive, so my father was like, yeah, save
I'm
your money.
just here for the free entertainment, right?
Because tomorrow ain't promised.
I want y'all to hear about this receipts. Hurry up. I got to get off of here.
When it's over, it's over. And for me, I probably still could have played, but I kind of outgrew it. I got tired of the hustle and bustle of it all. And I became more of a fan than the athlete. And at that point, it was time to do something else, and I did.
You said she's seen highlights and stuff like that from San Diego. Is that something you can share as far as like highlight or a picture of something that you play? Because she's basically saying, hey, that never even happened.
Okay, this is the part I've been waiting to get to. It's two different. Baby. Two different, right. Arena ball. That's what I do know somebody that played. Well, no. They did arena, then went to the CFL. And no. The first day should have been at a 5-star restaurant, because that wouldn't have been nothing to him. Baby, Child. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So by this point, we're moving into May of 2021.
Right, Lady
Things
Ruth.
are starting to reopen.
But people gonna say that that's the fake brother. He lying.
With San Diego State, there was instructions on how to request a transcript. I was able to try to request it online. You needed the student's name, and I believe you also need their social. And when I typed it in, it said no results found. I asked Legion, what's the deal about San Diego State? He was like, what are you talking about? And I said, why is there no records of you there? It just came right out and said it. Without missing a beat, this man said, well, I was a private citizen. What the fuck does that mean?
A lot of people, and I'm...
Okay, this is what I want to say real quick. To her defense, and to prove like he's telling a lie on himself, so let's take her out of the picture, okay? He's lying on himself. He said the school doesn't give out information. How do you get an official transcript? So everybody that went to San Diego, you can't get transcripts? Because all the information private. How do you get your transcripts? So she went online because she know her husband information. And boom. But he just told us, like, you can't get information. Y'all got to remember now. I done been to school, not that school, but I'm trying to figure out how you're not able to get transcripts. But this school is super secret. Y'all can go type in right now and find rosters with football players on it. I'm just saying. You want to hear from the door. Oh, stop. I wish, child. Listen.
And I was asked not to, because this has brought a negative.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, hold on.
There. It just came right out and said it.
Okay. I'm going to stop
Without
talking.
missing a beat, this man said, well, I was a private citizen. What the fuck does that mean?
A lot of people, and I was asked not to, because this has brought a negative light on the school. People who go there, brought negative light on people I work with. Now, my brother, his job, my other brother, his job, my family, my aunts, my uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, children, everybody. So
What about
Baby, shit, don't nobody didn't even know who these people were. How is him sharing his school information got all these people? I'm just lost. Yes, they only cost about $15. Baby, I remember back in my time, you get 3 for $25. You can get them sent to you. The officials were $10 a piece. Brothers, please come forward. I have an unofficial one right now in my records. Unofficial one back there in my room. In the top of my closet. Because it's open and the seal is broken. So he can't show any proof of his school stuff because it's so negative.
Well, what about the Arena League? Do you have like a picture or something from there that...
I told you before, when I talked to the owner of the team, he asked me, hey, because you got fans returning tickets because of this stuff with Teresa.
Baby, it's real life shooters that play for the NFL. Them been to court. Ain't nobody stop going to the games. Baby, they get out of jail, come back to the team. But he's not allowed to show arena ball pictures from like 20 years ago. Help it make sense. Help it. Help it. Oh my gosh. But we gotta listen to it again. Hold on, wait. We gotta listen to it again.
It's not to, because this has brought a negative light.
Wait, this was the funny part to me. This was so funny to me.
Just came right out and said it. Without missing a beat, this man said, well, I was a private citizen.
Right, Lady Ruth.
What the fuck does that mean?
A lot of people, and I was asked not to because this has brought a negative light on the school. People who go there brought negative light on people I work with. Now, my brother, his job, my other brother, his job, my family, my aunts, my uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, children, everybody. So
what about the Arena League? Do you have like a picture or something from there that...
I told you before, when I talked to the owner of the team, he asked me, hey, because you got fans returning tickets because of this stuff with Teresa. I'm not going to stop another football player from eating.
There's one.
Ain't nobody believe it. Y'all not getting ready to tell me. Y'all not getting ready to tell me. Y'all not getting ready to tell me that anybody believe that. Come on now. That's what I'm saying. Take the whole reason why we even know this man out. Nobody could have believed this. That these people from all that long time ago, and all he did was roll the bench anyway. That came out his mouth. Oh, I mean, if it's right. And that's it. Timmy, right. When he said this, it me Alicia. Girl, I'm telling you, that's why I was like, I've been waiting to get to this part. Because that's why I was like, if y'all this, why would he tell that he is totally discredited? Totally. So he can't even tell us when he actually played arena ball. Now, baby, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. Hold on.
I was asked not to, and then legally, I had to sign paperwork that I wouldn't.
What, like disclose like the teams you were on?
I was asked not to. Because you had people...
Ceviche, I can't. Daphne, it is so easy. The lady, Risa said, she tried to pull transcripts. And he went to talking about he was a private citizen. But he didn't tell us about private citizens. So we, like I say, we're going to take the Risa, that part out. Okay. He said you can't get any information from the school. We was trying to validate what she said. Is she lying that you can't get transcripts from your school? And he said, oh, you can't get information because it's a safety. It's privacy. It's privacy. Hold on. This nut said legally he couldn't. He can't tell what team.
it wouldn't have gotten that far, but you had people, and as it was told to me, you got people who jumped on and said, "Oh, it's going to be a Tubi movie. Oh, it's going to be Netflix. It's going to be this. It's going to be that." And that's not true. But the point is, you got people, you got owners of the team. I'm not going to be portrayed in a bad light. They don't want to be. You see what I'm saying? That means they got to answer questions. And again, it took me so long to do a response video because I had people come to me and say, not just you, some other people say to me, "Hey, let me get your side of the story," but they weren't credible. A digital creator, no, we're not. You're not telling the truth. I had to look you up before we did this to see. I had a cousin offer me to do something, but I'm like, nah, you might be in it for money too, and that's not the case. I'm not here for.
So this nut don't know that this man, shout out to Simply Wavy, that he ain't making no money off of this. So was he under the impression because this guy didn't have, at the time when I saw it, he only had like 6K subscribers. He done came up a little bit. But, so is that why he chose this guy? Because he was like, oh, ain't that many people gonna hear this story? Negative. Baby. When I listened to this, it was around 180K. It said 255K views. Sir, knock it off. What? This is dumb. Y'all, everything he is saying, it just doesn't make any sense. At least this part right here. At least this part. I know God's so disgusted one of his children died. Alicia, how better I see him in heaven? He has already been died. Baby. Oh, Alicia, you were nuts. So he brought the team. Now, I'm confused. Y'all, I got to get up off of here. We'll be back at lunchtime. Give me to 12:30. Candy. Baby, he padded enough. He is padded enough. He don't need no padded room. Just close him up somewhere. He's okay. He got all these make-believe people in his world. In here. He's good. Oh, my goodness. It's like, oh, okay, wait.
Money. If I make money off this video, okay, but I'm here because again, I want my family left alone. Money is not my issue.
So from that transition, do you was it a certain amount that you saved that you would disclose or no?
No, I'm not gonna disclose how much I saved. I saved enough to get the springboard into life because after I stopped, I was 6 months without a job and I was good every day, and I still.
Do you know that there are a lot of people that didn't play arena ball, that if they start working, they will be good for 6 months? Regular people. Regular people. Knock it off, sir. I just can't. Y'all, I got to get up off of here. Not what Team Dallas Cowboys. I can't. Thank you, Red. Yeah, y'all, coffee time turned into something different, but it's okay. It's okay. That's what we do over here at the Shine House. We changed it up a little bit. I gave coffee time. We had coffee. And I know we were supposed to do this last night, but also, y'all, we're gonna be keeping up with the Fonnie Willis stuff. She had a dress on. She didn't have it on backwards this time. But yeah. We'll be back later on today. His job is scamming women, baby. I can't wait till y'all hear about this Netflix situation if y'all hadn't heard it. But we only had got 38 minutes into it. We still got 2 hours left. But once again, shout out to Simply Wavy for getting this interview. If anybody that's listening want to go and watch it, I have the link on my community wall. So, baby, it was just this part I wanted to get to about this football team stuff. There is people in the NFL that can do. All he did was, this what I'm trying to figure out. What is the scandal against the team? Because, sir, all you were accused of was lying. The former president of the United States was accused of lying too. Y'all don't get ready to get up off here because I'm not getting ready to blow no gasket trying to make any sense of what this man was saying. So we at 38 minutes. We'll get back to it. Y'all have a great day. Be great in it. Hopefully I find my ceviche so we can have our tostadas later on tonight. Baby, I got that taste in my mouth, so we don't have to eat these. Yeah. Side note, don't buy the ceviche at your local grocery store. Y'all have a good one.